Hello friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new and not subscribed, I'm KAYLA BAME and you should really think about subscribing to my channel because the bestest, most greatest things in the world happen when you do that. So, subscribe. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a video that I really haven't done in a really long time. And everybody usually likes when I do these videos, and I don't know why I haven't done it in such a long time, but probably because I've been obsessed with paint pouring, but that doesn't matter, okay? For today's video, we're bringing it back, guys. KAYLA BAME Creations is in the house. That's right, I am going to be doing a voiceover for one of my mom, the KB Creations, one of her DIYs, okay? This is just a fun little video where I do a voiceover over her DIYs because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not a crafter on a budget, okay? So, let's just jump into it.
Okay, party people, to start off this fantastic, fabulous DIY, you're gonna need 2 of these fall plaques, but we don't want them to look like this, but you're gonna need them anyway. And some of these great little pearls that are also found at the Dollar Tree. And now we're gonna take some E6000 glue. No, that's not E6000. I actually have no idea what this is. Tacky glue. Some kind of glue. Use Elmer's glue if you want. I don't care. Just put some glue on this board and start gluing on those pearls. If you want to know how many we put around the border, I have no idea. Let's go with 54 pearls exactly, okay? If you don't use 54 pearls, you may be doing it wrong. This also may be misinformation. I have no idea how many pearls were used in the making of this video, but it was a lot of pearls. And once you squeeze them all in there, every last one squeezed in, you're going to put some more glue. This time, instead of a line, you're going to do dots on top of the pearls because this is the strategy you need to use to make this DIY look as great as possible. You're going to put dots on each one of the pearls, and we're going to go for round 2 when it comes to placing the pearls. Just kidding. That's not what we're doing. I thought we were going to do another set of pearls. You're going to put the plaque on top of the pearls. If you want more lift, do another round of pearls. You know what I'm saying? And now we're going to take these doorknobs. Yep, cap assortments, whatever that means. We're going to call these doorknobs. We're going to take 4 of the doorknobs and we're going to place it on, you guessed it, yes, the only thing that has 4 things on this plaque is the corners. You're going to play 4 corners and place each one of the doorknobs on each one of the corners. And now you have a table. Yep, a square table. But that's not the only kind of table we can make. We're going to take this ugly dream plaque. I'm sorry if you liked this plaque. It's just a lot going on, not my style. So we're going to just crush the dream. Get it? Because we're taking dream off the plaque. We're crushing dreams here. Haha. But we're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to put pearls all around the bottom, put another plaque on top, sandwich it to make a table. But with this one, there were holes at the top, so we're going to put our hole clogger putty in the holes to make it a nice flat surface. But guess what? If you're not feeling a square and a rectangle vibe, you can also use, oh yeah, an oval. If you don't like the sharp edges, you can use an oval and put some doorknobs at the bottom like that. And this is Waverly Paint Ivory. I'm pretty sure this brand does not exist anymore. I actually have no idea. It's impossible to find. So just find an ivory white paint or any color paint you want. Remember, creative discretion. And you're going to paint over the pearls. If you want to add a little bit more spice to this DIY, you can just go ahead and pick up the pearls out of your jewelry box and use those instead. That'll really spice up this DIY. Just find some pearls and paint them ivory or white or black or purple if you wanted to. It doesn't matter, just paint it. And since we're making an assortment of tables here, we're just gonna paint all 3 that we've made so far. And then we found this Waverly Hazelnut chalk paint. Again, this brand, I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared all of a sudden. But find any colors you want, any brand you want. It doesn't even matter. And, you know, since this is a KB Creations DIY farmhouse, that's right, it's dirty. So you gotta make it look a little bit dirty. We're taking this hazelnut paint, and since I'm an expert farmhouse DIYer now, we're going to distress it with this paint. Because nobody wants a boring white table. We want to add just a little bit of spice. Not as spicy as using the pearls in your jewelry box, but we're trying to make it a little spicy here. So we're distressing with the hazelnut paint just to make it look dirty, because if it's not dirty, it's not farmhouse, people. And here's a pro tip when doing farmhouse distressing. Sandpaper is your best friend, people. So you're going to take some sandpaper. If I were Preston, I would say preferably 800-degree sandpaper, but I don't even know what that means. So just pick up some sandpaper, doesn't matter, and start scraping off that paint you just painted on, because that will really make it look old, antique, rusted, dirty, but above all else, it'll make it look farmhouse. And we put in a lot of work doing this, so you're going to take some Krylon crystal clear paint, spray paint, and spray it on there to seal it, just to make sure our work is nice and sealed and anything you put on this table isn't getting intoxicated by paint fumes. And in the corner here, you can see KB put chopping mats. I don't know what those are used for, but you can indeed find those at the Dollar Tree. Don't know what it has to do with this DIY, but yeah, chopping mats. And let me just tell you, the best part about this DIY, you could put anything on the table. Look at these muffins, they're looking great. They only look great because they're on our table. But look, I'm gonna show you something else you can put on the table. We're taking it back old school with the mason jar. Look at this Dial soap. Take the cap off because we want the soap that's inside. So go ahead and pour it in there. No soap was wasted in the making of this video, so relax, people. We're using every single drop of the soap, okay? But look, this right here is very important. So you're going to take your razor blade, be extra careful. Big warning here, razor blades are very sharp, so don't cut yourself, okay? We're going to chop off that part. Oh, look, see, I think these are what the cutting mats were used for. I figured it out. Yep, exactly, chopping mats. Thank you, KB, for the awesome editing. And you're going to trace a little circle from the cutting mat. Chop that off because we're trying to make a usable soap dispenser, not just a decorative one. Remember, we don't want to waste that soap. We want to use that soap. So we're going to make sure that this soap dispenser works no matter what we have to do to make it work. Now once you traced your circles, you're going to carefully cut it out with a pair of scissors, like KB's doing right here. You're going to trace the little soap ring that you cut off earlier and cut out another circle because we want this soap ring to pop through the hole. Like that. She's using a ruler for some reason. I don't know what this does, but ta-da! She did it! Put your little soap ring through, and now you have a workable lid that can screw on to ensure that your soap won't get ruined. So go ahead and hot glue your little soap ring cap into the mason jar ring cap. So then you can screw it on the mason jar and you can put your little soap dispenser thing in easily with no struggle at all. Look at how cool that is. What a fancy way to make a soap dispensing mason jar cap. However, it's not good enough. We don't like these colors because guess what? These colors are not farmhouse enough. If you liked the colors the way they were, then keep it that way. Creative discretion, people. Anyway, we decided to paint them black because we're going to do a little buffalo check, whatever that means. It's plaid in my head, but apparently it's buffalo check, or maybe it's gingham. What's the difference? We could call it flannel if we wanted to. But yeah, that's the image we're going for. Would you look at that? Here's our soap with our cool cap and some conditioner for some reason. Okay. But now's the time that I say shout out to Linda, because Linda does some really cool die cuts and stuff like that. I don't know what this is. Digital download and some vinyl decals. Okay, they're not die cuts, I lied. They're vinyl decals, okay, for a very, very low price of $4. If you want all these cool decals, $4, people. It's not even a full $5 bill. So go look at Linda's Etsy page because it's really cool. And we're going to put these awesome decals by the lovely Linda onto our mason jars just to label them to know exactly what they are so we're not confused, okay? This is in fact soap, so we put the soap vinyl decal on the soap jar. And the thing that I called conditioner, I wouldn't have known that it was lotion without this decal. So thank you, Linda. It is in fact lotion. It is not conditioner. So, see these decals? They're useful because now I know that it's lotion. But look at that. 2 DIYs in one. You put the soap and lotion on top of our table. This is crazy. And look at that gingham. Buffalo check. What kind of plaid is this? The flannel. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we're moving on to cooking supplies. Baking supplies. And see, this is sugar here. If you would prefer, you can make a salt container, but I don't think we have a decal for salt. So, if you want to make these containers for something else, you're gonna have to label them yourself, people, because we only have certain decals for the things that we made. This is coffee. Very cool coffee. And then we have one for tea. So cool. Look at the tea packets. I actually hate tea, but that's okay. And see, this is actually labeled as farmhouse ribbon. That's why we bought it. We weren't sure if it was farmhouse or not until we saw the label as farmhouse ribbon. So we bought the farmhouse ribbon to tie around because, you know, KB loves her bows. Usually it's twine, but it just adds a little bit of oomph to make it beautiful. Perfect thing for the perfect table.
Alright, that is it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave in the comments down below what you thought of today's voiceover. If you want to see me do more voiceovers, I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. I was doing them about once a month, and then I kind of forgot about them for whatever reason. So, I don't know. Voiceovers are always super fun to do. I really enjoy doing the voiceovers. They're just super fun and funny, and my mom and I have a good laugh every single time I make one. So, they're always fun. But let me know if you want to see more, or if I should have just stopped when I did. But, I'll see you guys back here next time.